Shalom Aleichem, Mishnah Yomi for Erev Shabbat Vayikra, and Erev Purim is in chapter 9 of Nedarim, Mishnah Bet. Now yesterday with the start of chapter 9, we mentioned that Rabbi Eliezer allows annulling a neder based on its impact on the kavod, the honor, the respect due to one's parents. Now the second Mishnah in chapter 9 adds to this. Ve'od, and also Amar Rabbi Eliezer. Rabbi Eliezer had another way to annul a neder. Potchin benolad. We can annul a neder based on nolad. Now nolad literally means something that is born. But it really implies any later development, something that happened after the neder was made. B'chachamim, the other sages, osrim, they say this is not a valid reason to annul a neder. Ketzad, how would this work? Amar, he made a vow saying, Konam, a ban, she'eni nehane, will have no benefits, le'ish ploni, from a certain man. V'nase sofer. And then after this neder was made, that man became a sofer. That either means literally he's like the sofer, the scribe for the city, so he would have to write up documents, maybe not just Torah and mezuzot and tefillin, but maybe also, shtarot, loan documents and the like, or it could mean also he became a scholar. Someone who you would ask him questions when he needed to know a complicated halacha. O shahaya mosi et beno bekarov, or he's getting ready to marry off his son. He's about to make a big wedding party, and the man who banned benefit obviously would like to go to that wedding and enjoy, or maybe he wants to, provide some of the catering, do business with them in preparation for the wedding. Ve'amar, so then he should say to the sage, the man who made the neder and wants to annul it should say to the sage, Ilu haiti yodea, if only I had known at the time of the neder, shunase sofer, that he would become the sofer, the scribe or the scholar, shehu masi et beno bekarov, or his son was going to get engaged and he's going to be preparing this wedding feast. Lo haiti noder, I never would have made a vow against him. So these are cases of nolad, a future and unexpected developments, and now he's having regret of making the neder based on something that happened in the future. Another example the Mishnah brings, Konam lebayit, say, I'm banning this house, she'eni nichnas, I'm not going in this house. V'naseh beit knesset, and then they make that house into a shul. This is something that's happened many times in Baltimore and all over the world, where people are praying together in a house, and then they decide this house is going to become a shul, and there's some upgrades and expansions, God willing. You'll see many shuls in the neighborhood, where it started off as a house, and then they've been added, and now it's something completely different. Ve'amar, so the vower says to the sage to annul his neder, Ilu haiti yodea, if only I had known, shunase beit knesset, it would become the beit knesset, the shul, the synagogue. Lo haiti noder, I never would have made this neder. Rabbi Eliezer matir v'chamim oshim. In all of these cases, Rabbi Eliezer allows nolad, a future event, a future happening, to be a basis for annulling the neder. Let's go on to Mishnah Gimel. Rabbi Meir Omer. Now, Rabbi Meir adds to this discussion, Yesh Devarim, there are some things, Shehen Kenolad, they are similar to Nolad, Ve'enon Kenolad, but they're not treated halachically as being Nolad, where it's a change, but it could be a valid opening for a neder. Ve'ein Chachamim Modim Lo, but the other sages did not agree to Rabbi Meir. Ketzad, how would this work? What's an example? Amar, the vower said, Konam She'eni Nosei et Plonit, I'm making a vow that I will not marry a certain girl, she'aviha ra, because her father is not a great guy. Amru lo, and then later on, they told him, mate, this father has passed away. He's no longer a bad influence on this girl. O she'asa tshuva, or even better, he has returned from his whatever he was doing whatever he was doing evil or inappropriate, and now he's doing tshuva, and he's a tzaddik now. Or another example, he says, Konam levayet zeh, I'm banning this house, she'eni nichnas, I'm not going inside this house, not going to step foot in here, she'kilav ra b'tocho, because I hear there's a bad behaved dog barking in this house, I've heard him there, and I don't want to go in there, I'm scared of the dog. And as Rabbi Silver often reminds people, you may own a dog and love your pet dog very much and treat him very nicely and hug him, but other people might be very scared of that exact same dog, so it's important to be sensitive with your pets around other people. Or the case is, what's in the house? Shenachash b'tocho. They have a pet snake, and Jews do not get along with snakes. That goes way back to like Adam Arishon. That goes way, way back. Amru lo, and then they told him later on, Met hakelev, the dog has passed away. O shenera ganachash, or they killed the snake that was infesting the house. Hare ze, behold, this case is kinolad. It's like a nolad, ve'enan kinolad, but not halachically identical to a nolad. So what Rabbi Meir is proposing here is it's not exactly like a nolad. It's just he didn't have all the right information. If he knew that this, this wasn't the situation, he would not have made the neder. So it's kind of like he made the vow, the neder in the first place, al tanai, on a condition. So since the condition was not there, it's as if the neder can now be annulled. The other sages do not agree to Rabbi Meir. One interesting historical note is that Rabbi Meir is Rabbi Meir's grand Rebbe is Rabbi Eliezer from the prior Mishnah. Rabbi Eliezer taught Rabbi Akiva, and Rabbi Akiva, after his Talmidim passed away during the Sfiras HaOmer period, started up again with a few choice Talmidim from the south, and one of them was Rabbi Meir. So Rabbi Meir's Rebbe is Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva's Rebbe was Rabbi Eliezer. Yashar Koach and a good Shabbos.